Alright, welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. So last time we continued down this path of investigating the murders done, or the murder done to Father Lorgan. We found the culprit's room, Dolor, where he also killed his mother. Now, we're gonna go into the Sharessa's Caress here, because that's where several of our leads are pointing us. We have to meet Voss here. We also have to confront Arthur here. And also the investigators here.
Open your mind to new sensations.
I think I know you, don't I? We saw you in the Shadow-Cursed lands.
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on.
Something's off about this one. On your guard.
Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. Good to see you again, even if you have put me out of pocket. The boss bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by.
And who are you exactly?
I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
I suppose we can have a conversation with him, but I don't intend to strike up any deals.
Don't fret. You don't.
A weary traveler, battered and bruised, you come for sustenance, no, decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you?
Yeah, I'm not here for that. Can we not talk about this?
Sweeting, are you blushing? There is no shame in pleasure, even less when the pleasure is pain. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait.
Yeah, about that.
We've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin.
Yeah, in the flophouse lies a fresh-killed corpse, a lady dwarf. Could this be your Fionn?
Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. They'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her.
A woman is dead and you're concerned about money. Shouldn't be surprised.
Sweeting, this is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than a butcher's right eye. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it.
Surely you can spare a reward for this information.
I have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they will gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting?
No, thank you.
Nice.
Okay, so Arthur's in here, I guess. Yep.
I understand why there's such a type for
9 hells! You followed me all the way here? What could you possibly want with me now?
I found the explosive toy bears you donated to the refugees.
What? How? 9 hells. Whatever you think you know, I'm sure some gold would help you to forget.
No, answers are what I am after.
I'm just a simple toy maker, an artisan. I don't know anything. They would have killed me if I refused to rig the toys. And they're definitely going to kill me now.
They. Who's this they?
I can't tell you. I won't tell you.
If you're dead anyway, I suggest you do. Yeah, tell me who they are, or you'll be dead before they even get to you. I'll use some inspiration because I've actually not done this quest before.
All right. Just don't hurt me. The teddy bears were an experiment. My greatest invention. A clever little device in their chest allows them to speak. But there's more. Smoke powder inside the device. I collect packages from Verloga's fireworks in the lower city and stuff the bears with it. Not because I want to, because I have to. Otherwise, they'll kill me.
I guess that information does check out because we found a bunch of those fireworks rigged in the basement to explode should we have set off a trap. You still haven't told me who they are.
I don't know who's in charge, but it starts at the fireworks shop. That's where the packages come from. Go there. Tell them Uncle Verloga sent you, and they'll show you the smoke powder. Lots of it. There. I told you what you wanted to know. Now, will you let me go?
His plea comes with an offering. A pass granting you access to the lower city.
Yeah, what's this? Bribery? The only place you're going is prison. I'm not going to let you walk away free.
You can't be serious. They'll find me. A cell won't keep me safe. They run this city.
I could just kill you, but I'm giving you a chance. I suggest you take it. There we go.
All right, I'll go. But if I'm found hanging in my cell, it'll be on your conscience.
My conscience is clean in regards to this. If you are killed here, couldn't have happened to a nicer person, I'd say. Of course, heavy coating of sarcasm in calling him nice. Yeah, that's from Dolores. Ah, so this is an admission pass to the lower city. This pass grants access to the bearer to Entourage Worm's Rock Audience Hall for the ceremony of Lord Gortash's elevation to Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
Archduke. Time to pay Worm's Rock a visit.
Before we do that, we have a couple things that we want to check out here. You're the investigator. Sleuth of Helm. Some sleuth you are.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. bet she's put you up to something.
Afraid so. I found some new evidence, investigator.
Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found?
Well, first of all, I found the murder weapon you missed in the tunnel under the temple. Perhaps this will get you to listen to me.
That's quite the discovery. Doesn't tell me everything, though. Why was Lorgan killed?
I assume for the same reason as all the other people on the target list, to gain Baal's favor.
Really? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine, I'll bite. What's your theory?
It's not a theory. A game theory. I have proof. This document contains information connecting the murders to the Baal's resurgence.
No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city.
Do I want to know where you are storing that pass?
What are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Well, I've officially done a better job than this investigator, despite having 8 intelligence and a damaged wisdom.
Almost painful, so. My body burns.
Now, I haven't seen Voss yet. Perhaps he's up here. Raphael is here too. Might as well have a word with him. Elminster's library. I assume that's where Fionn works, or worked. Devil's Den. A bit on the nose. Oh, hey, Voss.
You must hear me, Devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
What happened to your face?
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it. And you never will.
The Kithrak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
The tadpole is slumbering, and my blood isn't boiling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
How do you know about him? To be honest, I think I do trust the Illithid more than you so far. He's clearly not told me everything. He's keeping some things out. But one thing I can believe is that he wants freedom from this Elder Brain, the Absolute. And that makes our goals align. And so far, he's at least been helping us. So I do think I trust him more than you.
Oh, calm. It's the reason you're in this predicament. And I'm your only way out of it. Indulge me, and at least hear me out. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far, but no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though.
Were Rav more clever, he'd say Orpheus because of the whole disrupting Illithid hive mind thing. So he's just going to say the Astral Prism.
In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prism that you need, not the Illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
For Lae'zel's sake, I'm listening too.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now.
It's very convenient that you have exactly what I need then.
Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
And what are you hoping to get out of all of this then?
Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kalir.
I would be insane to give such a powerful artifact to a devil, something that's capable of dominating an Elder Brain, and also affecting its tadpoles in such a weird way.
Better to have it in my hands, and far from your precious world, than in the hands of the gods and monsters that fight over this city's soul.
It would be best if there was some way to destroy it. What exactly is the crown?
Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Carsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Carsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Carsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
So that's what you're looking to get out of this, to basically overthrow Asmodeus and become an Archdevil Supreme. I want to ask, what guarantee do I have that you would stop at ruling the hells? But it seems like I can't. Perhaps Ravage just isn't clever enough. Think of that. But yes, what makes you think you'd succeed in using the crown where Carsus couldn't?
I am no mortal, and I
Ooh, that got under his skin.
Fail.
Struck a nerve, did I? Yeah, if you don't fail, then how come you didn't get a hold of the crown way back when?
The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play.
It must really annoy you that some mortals managed to steal the crown when you couldn't.
Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Karsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
Yeah, I'd rather destroy the crown than risk it falling into the wrong hands again.
How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the right hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world.
Yeah, I think the Emperor will help us in this matter. Plus, we can't guarantee that Orpheus will be on our side when we release him. I admit I'd like to have the hammer as a bit of insurance should the Emperor turn out to be less of an ally than I'm thinking, but I don't think it's worth giving you the crown of Karsus. No deal. I'm leaving.
I won't stop you. But time is running out. So, don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
And he kicked us out. Who wants to talk? Lae'zel.
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp, and you refused it. Why?
Because we don't really need the deal. We could take the hammer from this House of Hope and not have to give the crown to Raphael.
I wanted to follow the open valley, the easy way out. You chose the brambled path. I'm annoyed by it. And I admire you for it. We must speak with Voss. Then we find our way to Raphael's House of Hope. We'll take the Orphic hammer and use it to smash the true heir's bonds. Yisk Githkar Tafki Crashet. The Githyanki will be free.
Yeah, so let's have a word with Voss then. I imagine the Emperor is going to want to know about this conversation, though, seeing as he was cut out for it.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts.
Honestly, and I don't mean this as a personal insult, but it was nice to have a moment of peace and quiet. It was the first time since I woke up on the Nautiloid.
I can understand that. There's reprieve in solitude. But it's concerning that something could intervene like that, especially when we are so close to the Elder Brain. Do you have any idea what it was?
It was Raphael.
Raphael? Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you?
I figure might as well tell him, because we're going to have a conversation with Voss anyway that he's going to hear. So lying would be difficult, pointless, and break trust. He wants the crown that's on the brain.
Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. And what did he offer you in return for bringing it to him?
Despite your delivery of that line, I could tell it was coded in sarcasm. He offered us the means to free Orpheus.
Tell me, you turned him down.
I did.
Good. I am glad. But be careful. careful. The devil is like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers in your ear.
You mean without Orpheus's protection? Orpheus's protection that you are channeling to us, but ultimately it is Orpheus's protection. I'm just gonna save because that was a long conversation. I don't think he's gonna be too happy with us for turning down the deal, but we'll tell him about the House of Hope.
Voss, friend to the Comet.
Lae'zel of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the Devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir.
Perhaps I should choose my words a little bit carefully now that the Emperor is listening, though. I'm not interested in pacting with devils, Voss.
Skaketh! Orpheus will be free. There is no cost too high to unshackle my people.
Raphael wants a powerful crown in trade. Who knows what chaos he might sow.
No more than Vlaakith will sow in Tunarath and beyond. No more than the Geich will sow across every plain. There is nothing I won't do, nothing I won't give to free Orpheus from the prism. The marks I bear are proof enough of that. But you are the one who carries the astral prism. You are the one who must free the prince. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Istik, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand.
Orpheus sensed the tadpole before, and his guard attacked. Won't he attack if we free him?
The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you.
That does kind of line up with the hatred I was feeling from him when we were close. If you are sure that he will calm down, I guess that is a little bit more credence to the fact that he will actually be an ally were he to be freed. We already know this.
You are wasting your time, and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
Okay, well, I'm glad he said all of that and told us to grab the hammer, so I didn't have to say it myself and tip off the Emperor. So now we've kind of agreed to help out Voss without really tipping off the Emperor. As I said, it'd be nice to have that hammer as a bit of insurance, just in case the Emperor does turn out to turn on us. Right, and this is a kind of smith by the looks of it. Might as well see if they have any interesting items to buy.
The Gondians built the steel watch.
Yes, but they were Gortash's idea, which makes him the inventor. How about...
You must be the proprietor of the shop.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble establishment. How may I be of service?
Let's see what you have to trade. This item right here is actually pretty good for an unarmed monk build. Gain +2 to attack rolls when attacking creatures that have already taken damage, and unarmed and melee attacks will deal an additional 2 necrotic damage as long as you don't have full health. If you don't deal any damage this turn, you take 1d4 necrotic damage. at the end of your turn. It also works on melee as well, so I guess it's good for more than just that, but that's the helm that my unarmed monk actually wore. Cloak of Displacement. At the beginning of the wearer's turn, the cloak activates, granting enemies disadvantage on attack rolls that target the wearer. This effect lasts until the wearer takes damage. That is a very good item. Targets have disadvantage on saving throws against your maneuver and weapon actions. That could be good for Lae'zel. Right, so what are you wearing, Karlach? Whenever a creature deals melee damage to the wearer, take 1d4 acid damage. What about you? Cloak of Protection. Then you have this elemental absorption.
Don't be shy.
So Karlach takes half damage when she's raging, and she has a lot of health, so I don't think that this cloak of displacement would be particularly useful for her. It would be useful, but maybe not as useful as, say, like Lae'zel or Starion as the other frontliners who can't rage. I kind of like Lae'zel's Cloak of Protection because she already has a really high armor class. Ooh, Starion also has a really high armor class, though. He does have less health than Lae'zel, though, so I think it's a good idea that we give it to him so that he takes less damage. And I am tempted to get these Gauntlets of the War Master. Again, this advantage could be useful, though, with Great Weapon Master. To be honest, I do a lot of maneuvers just for the sake of dealing the extra damage. The actual effect of it is often secondary. So tempting as it is, I think I might stick with the gauntlet with the gloves of the Growling Underdog. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Just keep these on you.
It is the beating of his hideous heart. Oh, no, that's his brain. Where did I leave that heart?
Okay. Astarion went into this overdramatic monologue that was very theatrical. Sadly, you missed a good part of it, but yeah, I just wanted to unpause for that. Back to selling. Alright, that's enough bartering with you.
Your father bless you.
And then let's dye that cloak that Astarion was just given. God, he's going to be hard to hit in combat. Disadvantage on attack rolls against him and 21 armor class. Of course, the blur effect of the Cloak of Displacement can go away if he's hit, but still. His armor class is also only going to get better. He's a certain item we're going to get. We'll get to that later, though.
Stop. Inhale through the nose. Hold. Exhale slowly through the mouth. Now you've just sampled some of Baldur's Gate's finest incense. Delicious, no?
Glorious. There are some heady top notes.
Aren't they just? You clearly have excellent taste. What can I do for you, sir?
Quite the establishment you have here.
I must say I'm rather proud of it. The wood panelling cost a fortune, but it's so worth it for the luxe atmosphere it provides.
Well, what do you have for sale?
Everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Just do make sure you read the label before quaffing. Hmm?
Okay, just bought some healing potions.
Sure
That's it.
Savor.
Some superior healing potions, because those are always nice to have. Right, yeah, I think we're done here. Though, have we been here? I'm actually not sure what this building is. I'll just peek my head in. Eh. Oh wait, actually, aren't you a merchant? You're not showing up on the map, but I'm pretty sure you are.
Oh, stranger. Thanks for stopping by Calm's Goms. I'm Calm. Well, Carmen. What can I do you for?
I guess I'll barter with you before I look at the person who was yelling and running at me. You've not quite got the pattern nailed yet, Carmen.
Ugh. If it's empty patter you want, get your clothes from my brother Figaro. But if it's genuine quality and genuine taste you're after, calms garms as you covered.
Your brother is in danger. I found his name on a serial killer's list.
A killer? That's... gods. I've no love from my brother, but that's extreme. He doesn't deserve that. Thanks for warning me, but it's him that needs warning, and he never listens to me.
Perhaps I can warn him then. So you don't get on with him, I take it?
You wouldn't either, if you knew him like I did. Since Dad died, he thinks he's cock of the bloody walk, that I should give up my shop and work for family business. For him, dick.
Maybe Figaro just wanted his sister close. You just lost your dad, after all.
Maybe you should keep your nose out of where it doesn't bloody belong. Now, you want clothes or not?
Fine, fine. Let's look at your wares.
Sounds good. Get you something a bit fresher than your current outfit.
Alright, let's see. She has a good selection of dyes, but there's nothing really jumping out at me in terms of outfits, and I've just sold all of my loot. So, I'm good.
Remember, calms garms, here for all your fashion needs.
Okay, what about you?
Put him up! Put him up!
What do you want?
Yay! You spoke to me! Nobody ever talks to me! My name's Narber, adventurer to be, soon to be the best adventurer anyone's ever seen. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be. What do you think? Can I be a fighter?
Yeah, who am I to discourage you? I would just suggest you train a little bit more. Follow your dreams and find out, I guess.
Right you are. I'll just find something to punch, I guess. It won't hurt, will it? No, surely not.
Yeah, maybe try a training dummy or a punching bag before you try punching a person, though.
Yes, but they were Gortash's idea, which makes him the inventor. How about
Okay, and I'm just gonna save because we've got a good amount of progress. We do have a pass.
Not this again. The brain appears to be resisting its masters. It's acting of its own will.
Hi.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day.
I'm almost tempted to say this because it's really funny, but I do actually have a pass. Now, which one to show? This one, probably. Investigator Valeria needs me in the lower city. A serial killer's on the loose.
Valeria? Well, I'm not messing about with a murder inquiry for damn sure. Straight ahead across the bridge. A blind ogre couldn't miss it.
Rock solid alibi.
Kithrak's red dragon would have it.
Oh god, you again.
Naughty, naughty, naughty little master. You have disobeyed your father's wishes one time too many. For he who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself becomes a monster. When you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you. Another will embrace what you have rejected. And that other will be your death. But your father loves you dearly. You may reinvent yourself yet. Slaughter your line. Become the last of your name. Lord Baal shall have but one chosen.
Memories flood back, snatches of your story written in the blood of 1,000 victims. Years spent in worship of Baal, leading his savage congregation in prayer, sacrifice, and slaughter. You were their master, and he was yours. A cruel master, a dread lord, a devoted father. All is as you feared. You are a spawn of Baal, his heir, his scion.
All these deaths by my hand, how can I ever atone?
By eradicating your siblings, you are not the last of your name. Not yet. There is another. The abomination wrapped in flesh you saw in the colony. Orin, it's time for a family reunion. But be wary of your confessors. Will friend turn to foe, knowing what you are?
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
Greetings, old friend. Orin told me you were on your way here, but I scarcely believed it. Welcome back to Baldur's Gate. Welcome home. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
We shouldn't have any more trouble from the guards.
So yeah, a lot of information there. The Dark Urge is Bhaalspawn. For those of you who have played or watched the previous two games, you probably know what that means, and if not, it means that you are a direct descendant of the god Baal, the god of murder. And that's what the Urge comes from.
I've always kind of hated this place. Such ado about a damned bridge.
And that explains our relation to Orin.
Is it really worth all that ire? Come on. Isn't there something you hate for no good reason?
I dislike owls. Their hypermobile necks are quite disconcerting.
You know what, Lay? I couldn't agree more.
Fun nickname. So yeah, I should probably explain why I passed the fuck out. I think I can trust these guys with the knowledge about what I've just learned about myself.
Soldier?
So, yeah, I kind of just discovered I'm a Bhaalspawn, a child of the god of murder.
That's a heavy weight. I know you can carry it, but it's heavy all the same. You are so much more than your parents. You're more than the affliction that wants to consume you. You are my friend. And you get to choose your destiny. Choose well, all right? Please.
Yeah, I knew you'd be good. A good voice to talk to. Maisel.
I expected Baldur's Gate to be insipid, stale, wholly without merit. But it's got a vicious bite to it. Delightful.
Yeah, the more pertinent one right now is I discovered I'm a Bhaalspawn. The Lord of Murder's blood flows through my very veins.
I'm not surprised. You've become death incarnate. Mighty, yes. And altogether unpredictable and intractable. One day, perhaps soon, Baal will demand your fealty. You'll either muster the strength to defy him, or you will succumb. I know how I'd choose.
As do I. But yes, while I'm talking to you, Voss has gone underground. He'll be waiting for us there.
Voss has done his duty. Now, we will do ours. We must find our way to the House of Hope and take the Orphic Hammer. When we next enter the Astral Prism, we will use the hammer to break Orpheus free.
And now I imagine the Emperor is telling her off. Hi, Astarion.
The urges are calling on you again, aren't they? I haven't seen you sleep through the night once in the past days.
Plus, I passed the fuck out right there. Yeah. Yeah, I just had a vision. Found out that I'm a Bhaalspawn.
I knew you had some nasty habits, but I didn't want to pry over much, but bloody hells. A Bhaalspawn. Probably more Baldurian parents scare their children with stories of your kind than mine. I thought your kind was extinct. Goes to show, you should always check your facts. So, how are you feeling? Keen to reconnect with your family? Or ready to throw yourself in an oubliette?
Honestly, even though I know that I am going to do my best to defy him, I am very afraid. How can I stand up to a god? He wants me to cause carnage, and I don't wish to do it.
You know, I didn't realize you and I were so alike. I felt paralyzed to do anything about Cazador for so many decades. I gave up on myself. I gave up on any hope of escape after a few lashes. Baal controls you in much the same way. I don't know how you could beat him, but I do know this. You must try. The half-life of a mind-addled slave is worse than death. Don't become his. I wouldn't live another century as one for all the moonstones in Everesca.
Yeah, I suppose we both have to stand up to those that we are currently subjugated to. Or have been subjugated to. We both have some amount of twisted freedom. I guess we are, in fact, quite alike. It was good talking to you and getting that reaffirmation. But yes, on that revelation, that is where I'm going to end off this episode. Next time, we're going to go and meet with not Archduke yet, but we're going to meet with Gortash upon his request. But yes, thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.